Hello, all. I hope you've had a good day. I worked today, and it was busy yet again. I mean, it stays busy there. It's consistently busy. I know the sales are up, no doubt. Sales are up. That has been confirmed. Go figure. All right, so I have a funny story. All right, and this one. All right, sometimes, I am not perfect. Pride gets to me sometimes too. That's why Spirit be sitting me down a lot. God be sitting me down, I deal with so much manipulation and coercion that surrounds me, like simultaneously throughout the day. Just with people that come in, that fly by, customers and stuff like that, their mannerisms, their comments, just their attitude towards me, just to get me in a negative headspace, you know what I mean? I deal with that all the time. Well, there's this one particular circumstance where it got the best of me. But this is how I am. Like, I don't ever get or anything like that. I'm off in my own little world with my responses. You just never know what's going to come out of my mouth. You really don't. I don't even know what's going to come out of my mouth half the time, to be quite honest with you. For entertainment purposes only. Like, I had one of my managers say, you just crack me up. You just crack me up, Amanda. I never know what you're going to say or what you're going to do. I just love you, And that's just how I am. That's how I move walking forward. Because when you get to a place in your life where you get hit after hit after hit, loss after loss after loss, and just betrayal after betrayal, scheme after scheme, coercion after coercion. I mean, you've literally lost everything inside your life times it's a trillion, right? You just get pushed at a wall where you're just like, look, man, I'm not going to back down. I'm not giving up. But you know what I am going to do? I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to feel what I want. And it is what it is. You do not have to like me. You don't have to understand me. Just like I don't have to like you and I don't have to understand you. But what I can tell you is I don't spend my time worried about people. And I don't spend my time thinking about people. I don't at all. No, I don't. I really don't. I know a lot of people think about me, but I do not think about a lot of people. I just don't. I got bigger fish to fry. I got more worldly things going on in my head. And that's really where everybody else should be. I don't understand why the circumstances of the world doesn't concern people. The circumstances of the nation don't concern people. But yet they're so worried about me. But whatever. Anyways, I left 2 of the alarm tags on a couple of bras. And it was mere by accident. I didn't do it intentionally. This lady was so rude. And because we had to stop her and I had to get them off or whatever. And she's like, you should have done it when you checked me out. And I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't do it intentionally. And she had like a trash. She had a drink or whatever. I was like, would you like me to throw your trash away? She's like, yes. And then as she walked out, she was talking her blah, 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 And she was wearing this leopard shirt. I listen to music all the time in my ear, so I had music on in my ear, and there was a song on. And as she walked out, I just went brrr, like that, and it just pissed her off. She's like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Amanda." I'm gonna call and complain. Okay, And again, I know it's generally not in my, I didn't mean to do it towards her. It was just a circumstantial events, quite frankly, because it was just like, dude, I understand you're upset. I'm sorry that I upset you, but we've got people dying of hunger. We've got people dying of hunger. When you're out and about and you're shopping or you're driving, like, I get it. People are in a hurry, this and that, but you've just got to be patient and kind with people. People are just so rude and mean. They're just so rude and mean. And then they wonder why they live in a miserable life, to create them the personality to be rude and mean. You're rude and mean because of your mindset. You're rude and mean because of how you live your life. And so because you're bitter and angry and misery loves company, you enjoy to make other people miserable as well. And so you go out into the world and you just spread negativity. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to be graceful and merciful with people. And there's just so much lack of that. So there's a fun story for you, a little story time. But I had a couple things come to me today. In my little thinker box, let's see here. I wear opposition for breakfast, literally. I have so much opposition that follows me, it's not even funny. That's why I just don't even pay any mind to it. I'm so used to it. I don't know anything different. I don't know anything different than opposition, hate, schemes, lies, untrustworthy people surrounded. I mean, I just don't. It's all I know. And so because I've been so forged in this little silent war of mine, this little war waged against me, that I'm just numb to it. I'm numb to this. Like I texted a girlfriend today. I'm like, I couldn't even cry if I tried to, after the circumstantial events that took place last night with my son. Like, it gets old, and I'm like, what did I text her? I said, it's crazy. I can't even cry anymore. Even if I tried, it's like the tears won't come out. I said, I'm numb to living in this world that surrounds me. It's like God has built me to just endure the pain with no reactions anymore. And that's just the truth. I'm just so numb to it. And you can call it what it is, but I mean, they know what they've done to me. They know what they've done to me and what they put me through. It's amazing that I'm here. It's a miracle that I'm here, but it's all God. And I don't understand why they can't quite get that figured out, but we're just going to keep at this until they do. Essentially, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. Why her? Why her? I know a lot of people are asking that question right now. Why her? I don't know why people would be asking that question. I don't understand why we live in a world where people are so concerned about other people. Like what their destiny looks like, where their destination ends up, who they end up being with, what their lifestyle looks like. You know what I mean? Like, why her? Why her? I'll tell you why me. I'll tell you why God is working with me in the way that he is. Because I walk with a pure heart, a pure soul. I want everybody to rise. I don't compete with anybody, and I'm not mean to anybody. I am not mean to anybody. I don't blatantly go out into the world and be mean to people. I don't blatantly go out into the world and step on people to get ahead. I never have, and I never will. I don't do that. That's not in my nature. It wasn't in my nature before, and it's never going to be in my nature now. And it's just because I carry a lot of the characteristics as close as I possibly can, because it's impossible to be like God, the Most High Source and the Divine, but I dang sure kill myself trying to. That's why God chose me. And that's why God hasn't chosen you. And you have to wrap your little head around it and be better people, make better decisions, quit doing the things that you're doing, that you know you do. Quit thinking the thoughts that you think. Quit being negative and hurtful and deceitful. Quit lying. Quit creating tactics and illusions and coercions to put American people in a negative state. Quit taking people's money. Quit doing these things. We stop doing these things and it will be you. You won't be over there wondering, why her? Why him? You have to recognize that you're in the life position that you're in because of the choices you made. Just like me. I had to recognize that as well. I had to recognize that I was living in a world filled with just manipulation, chaos, toxicity, gaslighting, belittling, lying, deceitfulness, betrayals, everything, because I was broken. I was unhealed and I allowed it. I then landed in addictions to numb me based off the world that I was living in, the reality that I was living in. And that's just facts. And I've had to walk through the pits of HELL to get where I'm at today by the grace of God, designed by God. And we all have a destination to get to. We all have a purpose. We're all chosen to be good people. But if you choose to not be a good person, God is not going to favor you. God is not going to anoint you. You're not going to walk with your spiritual gifts. You're not going to walk with your light. I don't know how else to say that. I really, really don't. What else came to me? God, and I've made videos about this before. God put my heart back together from it being ripped apart. God pulled the swords and the knives out of my heart and helped me put it back together. And that's just the mere facts. And because my heart